Hi everyone. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the head turn, or to be specific, a squash and stretch head turn. On the sheet of paper here below me, you can see that I have three ovals placed out on the page. And for demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and do some head drawing inside here. We're going to start off with the first image on the left. I'm going to go ahead and draw the head looking straight ahead at the viewer. And in this case, I'm going to do the sort of standard middle-of-the-road cartoon skull here, the sort of basic one here, where the eyes are halfway between the center and the side of the head. And the space that's below the eye line here, divided up into thirds, so this will be the nose and the mouth line. And the space above the eye line, dividing into thirds again, from the eyebrow to the hairline. And the next is certainly going to be putting in the ears, which start at the eye line, come to the top of the eye, and back down at the nose. So back up here, back in and down and around. All right, so this is my basic, just cartoon skull, looking straight forward, generic head. Now this is again the front view, so now I need to go ahead and do the profile view. For the profile view, all I need to do is just draw a single line horizontal across the side. And I'm going to place that eye in the same spot where it would be on the side of the head here. I'm going to place it off looking to the right. And we can imagine that the space from here, which is the eye line, to the top of the head, we're going to divide that into thirds again. So we could say that would be the eyebrow and the hairline. And the space below the eye line to the base would be the nose and the mouth. Now, right in the center of the head here, we're going to start right here. And I'm going to go back up and over, right about just about a quarter of the way over from the edge of the head here. I'm going to come over and down and line it up with the bottom of the nose and bring in the ear. So I've got an ear shape in there. Okay. Now, so you notice I've got a front view and a profile view. So what I need to do now is I'm going to sculpt in a little bit of detail to these characters. So let's go ahead and bring in the eye. Let's go ahead and pop in a nose. And let's put that upper lip in, lower lip, chin, and bring that down and around over to our spot of our skull. We'll put in our eyebrow, and we'll go ahead and we'll put in some hair. And let's say that this is the hairline coming up and over. Okay, so for now for this, so we have this coming over now, have the hair. And so this is our sort of our hair coming up and over. What we're going to do with this is we're going to go down and add a little bit of detail over to the character that is looking directly in front of us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that on there. All right, just making my doodles here appropriate. And there we go. Got some hair coming down, this coming over, and we've got a hairline coming over in our head. All right. Now, this being the case, again, we got our profile view and we have our front view. And again, on our front view, now we're going to go ahead and add ourselves some parts of our face here. So let's go ahead and add in, like I did before, let's go ahead and put in a bit of a nose. And let's put some nose in there. And we'll put in our eyebrows. We'll go ahead and put in some hair. Bring that down and around. There we are. Put some hair on this, our gentleman here. And then we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and let's put in that mouth, widen out that mouth a little bit. And I think we're pretty good at this point now. We're good to go ahead and start. So with our front view and our profile view, we're now going to take a combination of both these characters and put them together on the same drawing. So since we're turning to the right, we're going to go ahead and use the profile that it would be on the right side of the face, and the left side of the head on the left here on this side. So let's start off. I'm going to go ahead and just equally place that in, right over, put half of the eyeball. So again, what I'm doing is, with that head is going to turn, what I'm doing is putting in reference points, or should we say anchor points, that show where that turn is going to begin, okay, where that turn is starting at. And I'm just putting in half of those features, okay? So I put in there half. I can put in there the hair here, and put that up and over, and bring that over here and down, and put this right about there. So there we go. So we have about half of the features. So as you can see, we have about half the features from the one half of the head. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and on the other side, we're going to go ahead and take the right side of the features, put them on the right side of the face. So let's go ahead and we're going to indent at the eye, bring that nose out, and bring in that lower lip, and bring in, the upper lip and then the lower lip, bring that chin, bring that around, put that back inside there like so. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and put in one side of the eye, that's looking toward the viewer, and I'm going to put this other eyebrow, which is just starting up. So I have half and half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put in the hair on this side. This is the first time you're going to see this, where I'm going to see this hairline go all the way to the edge. See, it's extended out this time now. So this side it's a little bit longer, a little bit further out. It's coming all the way to the edge, like this does. And the eyebrow now, again, to connect the eyebrow, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So let's go ahead and come up and over. Looks a bit like a superhero mask, doesn't it? And go ahead and take the nose. This is a great part. I love this. Bring that nose all the way over. Right? Same with the mouth. Bring that all the way over. Look at that beautiful squash and stretch drawing there, where we see a part of one and then the other. So ideally, you could start off with drawing one, then to two into three, or three to two to one to take you back and forth. Now, I'll test this in a moment, but first let's take a look at the finished drawing one. For our finished character one, part of your character design project is you're having your character do a walk and pause and head turn. Well, you can see here that I have done my bird character drawing where he is standing in pause and he's looking at the audience. And for this, to make sure everything was accurate, I traced the character from here so you can see the difference. So there's our character. And then on the right-hand side, I have standing forward, right, looking forward. So here just basically I've done the two here where character is looking forward and the character is looking at the viewer. Now, what I've gone ahead and done is traced the body here in the center so you can see the two. So I have one head, I have the other head. But what I need to do now is I need to take part of this head on the left and part of this head on the right. And by using my drawings and putting them underneath, I can easily go back in and see where I need to be able to draw my character before it. So you can even see the line coming through. So I can go ahead and do my line work, and I can start off with this. But I'm going to go ahead and put in, all right, just start to put that in there, right? Just kind of lay out the head. But let's go ahead and I'll mark out where the head is going to start off at. So I'm going to put in the beak here, the outside of the beak. I'll put in the line, and I'll put in the head, put the start of the eyebrow, start of the right eye, start of the left eye, bring in the side of the head here. Now I'm going to swap that out. Mark where the eyebrow is going to stop. And I'm going to go ahead and swap out the heads. So I'm going to take this one away. And I'm going to put this one underneath. Nice and straight. All right, so now I know where that's going to end up at. So now this is going to end up here, but I'm going to extend that back out. There's the mouth, so it's really, 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 really long. Look at that. Wonderful. And the eye over here on this side. So we're going to go and put the other eyebrow here. We'll extend this one out. I think I'll extend this one out like this. I kind of like that idea. Kind of fun. I think I'll erase that part. There we go. That is the one thing about doing this type of work when you're working in a way such as this, where we're working to create a drawing that is, how we say, abstract, right? we could say this safely. This is an abstract drawing, right? And we're smearing this drawing across. So I love that his long eyebrow. We have the start and stop point. We have the eyes stretched out. We have the head stretched out. Elongate this a little bit. So we have all these parts here where we sort of take a little bit of this one, a little bit of this drawing, stretch them out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and we'll link these up, and we'll put them into Adobe Animator, and we'll go ahead and test both this one and this one just to see what happens to them.